In the heart of the African savanna, a young zebra named Zumo lived among his striped family. While the other zebras blended perfectly into the golden grasses, Zumo always dreamed of standing out. He would often stare at the birds and butterflies with envy, admiring their colorful patterns. "Why do I have only black and white?" he would sigh every day. His mother would gently say, "Stripes are who we are, Zumo." But Zumo wasn't satisfied, he wanted to be different. One day, Zumo stumbled upon a basket of human paint left by tourists near the river. He sniffed it, poked at it, and suddenly an idea lit up in his mind. "If the birds can have color, so can I," he declared. Without thinking twice, he dipped his tail into the paint and began to decorate his stripes. Red, blue, green, yellow, Zumo transformed himself into a walking rainbow. He couldn't wait to show the herd. When Zumo trotted back into the herd, every head turned. Gasps and whinnies rippled through the group like thunder. "What happened to you?" one zebra exclaimed. "You look like a wildflower exploded on you," another cried. But Zumo grinned proudly and replied, "I made myself special." The herd turned their backs in silence, leaving Zumo standing alone. Heartbroken but still proud, Zumo wandered into the jungle. He stopped at a calm river and gazed at his reflection. His eyes sparkled with pride at his colorful coat. But then he saw his black and white shadow beneath the water. "Is this who I really am?" he whispered. A chameleon watching from a tree said, "Color doesn't change your spirit, only your skin." Zumo tried to make friends with a group of monkeys, but they laughed at his hoofs. He tried joining the parrots, but he couldn't fly. Everywhere he went, he didn't quite fit. His colors were bright, but inside, he felt dim. That night, he lay under the stars, alone and confused. "Being different is harder than I thought," he murmured. In the distance, hyenas saw Zumo glowing in the moonlight. "Look! A zebra we can spot from miles away," they laughed. Zumo tried to run, but he was too visible to hide. His colors, once a source of pride, now made him a target. He ran deep into the jungle, scratched and scared. "This paint is ruining me," he cried. Deep in the jungle, Zumo met an ancient tortoise named Ndugu. Ndugu had seen the world change through many seasons. Zumo shared his story with tears in his eyes. Ndugu listened quietly and said, "True beauty comes when you are proud of your truth. You painted your outside, but forgot to love your inside." Zumo sat in silence, thinking deeply. As Zumo wandered back toward the river, dark clouds gathered overhead. Rain began to fall, washing over his painted coat. Colors dripped and swirled, flowing down his legs and into the soil. He stood still, letting the storm cleanse him. By the time it stopped, Zumo's natural stripes returned. He looked at his reflection and smiled softly. Lightning from the storm struck a tree, starting a fire in the grasslands. Smoke rose quickly as animals ran in every direction. Zumo raced toward the herd, shouting warnings. He led the youngest and slowest zebras to safety. His bravery and loud voice saved many. For once, the herd looked at him with respect. Later that evening, the herd gathered around Zumo. His mother approached first, nuzzling his face gently. "We judged you for your colors, not your courage," she said. The elder zebra declared, "You are one of us, stripes or not." Zumo's heart swelled with pride, not for his colors, but for his strength. This time, the herd didn't turn away. Zumo didn't want to paint himself again, but he still had creative dreams. So he used the leftover paint to decorate stones and tree trunks. He painted pictures of stars, zebras, and fire to tell stories. Soon, animals from all over the plains came to admire his artwork. Zumo became the first zebra artist in the savannah. He finally stood out, not by changing who he was, but by sharing his gift. The herd held a festival to honor Zumo's bravery and creativity. There was dancing, drumming, and zebra children painting with fruit dyes. Zumo wore a crown made of grass and flowers. For the first time, he didn't feel different, he felt honored. Maybe my dreams weren't wrong, he thought. They just needed the right reason. Young zebra foals gathered around Zumo every evening. He told them stories of color, danger, courage, and pride. Being different doesn't mean being better, he told them. It means learning who you are and how you give to others. The foals listened with wide eyes and open hearts. And some of them even dreamed of becoming artists, too. One morning, Zumo found a baby zebra with a single white stripe. The foal cried, thinking something was wrong with him. Zumo smiled and said, "Your stripe is your story." He showed the foal how to paint around it, not over it. Together, they made the first zebra painting school. Every stripe became a canvas of pride. Years later, when Zumo grew old, the savannah was filled with painted stones and trees. Zebra children wore small streaks of color to celebrate their uniqueness. No one laughed at difference anymore, they celebrated it. And at the center of it all stood Zumo, proud and content. His dream of standing out had bloomed into a movement. The zebra who painted his stripes had changed the savannah forever.